Good morning, dear friends. Yesterday we have discussed about the syllabus of the PUC Secondary Science and the pattern of the question paper. You know that there are total number of topics are 13 and total marks is 150 and 100 marks is the maximum. So, 150 marks which is the total including all options. So, total number of questions are 52 because 50 questions are there, but in part A there are two sub questions 49A, 49B, 50A and 50B means two additional questions B in 49 and 50. So, the total number of questions are 52 and maximum marks is 100 including options, the total is 150. Now, before this I have sent many videos about this matrices and determinants topic, and along with the videos I have sent the notes also, and I hope almost all students you might have studied and gone through the videos, and you might have practiced the examples which I have given. Now, this video is my own video, and now today we are starting the first chapter, matrices. Already we have discussed the weightage of the chapter, but here once again the weightage of this chapter I will tell you. So, total marks from this chapter is 9. So, remember matrices, total number of questions are 3 and the total weightage for this topic is 9 marks. A part 1 question, 1 mark it is. Second, B part no question is there. C part 1 question is there which carries 3 marks. D part 1 question is there which carries 5 marks. E part no question is there. Question number 1, part A, the question number 3 which is on matrices, and after that in C part and D part the 2 questions are, the total is 9. Now, already you know what a matrix is, because already I have sent the videos and you have seen those videos. I hope you are all familiar with a set. What a set is? A well defined, in the first year you have studied what a set is. Definition of set is a well defined collection of objects is called as a set, and the objects of the set are called elements of the set and are denoted by the small letters, and sets are denoted by the capital letters. Capital letters A, B, C, X, Y, Z are used for denoting the sets, and small letters A, B, C, X, Y, Z are used to denote the elements of the set. You know that these sets are represented in 2 different ways. One is a roster form and another is a set builder form. The set builder form is also called as a rule form, and you know that how these 2 forms are represented. In the first roster form, all the elements which belongs to the given set are listed and they are separated by putting commas in between, and they are enclosed in the flower bucket, and the sets are denoted by ABC, means we can take that as A, and suppose the elements are A1, A2, A3, AN, n elements are there. So, we write A1, comma, A2, comma, A3, comma, dash, 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 and lastly AN, which is enclosed in the flower bucket. This is called the roster form. And after that, the set builder form In the set builder form, we are not writing all elements which belongs to the given set, but all elements are represented by a single letter and a rule or property existing in that rule. For example, a set of vowels in English alphabet, we can write that as a, let us take that capital A is equal to, in flower, A, E, I, O, U, flower bracket completed, putting commas in between. We call that as a set builder form, roster form. And the set builder form is A equal to flower bracket X, such that colon X is vowel in English alphabet. So, this is a property we satisfy by the elements of the set belonging to the given set. What that property is? X is a vowel in English alphabet. So, we write that property, and this we call as a set builder form. So, here matrix is also a set. Matrix is also a set. Suppose there are m into n elements, means it may be 9, it may be 6, it may be 3. So, total I take m into n elements, and matrix we can define. Remember, matrix is a singular, matrices is a plural. So, matrix we can define a set of m into n numbers arranged in the rectangular array in m rows and n columns is called a matrix of order m into n. Means when there are m rows and n columns, we call that matrix as a matrix of order. Order of that matrix is m into n, m into n. The elements of the set denoted by the small letters and sets are denoted by the capital letters. So, here elements are denoted by the small letters, but not by x, y, z. There is a symbolic notation. I will tell you that elements of the set are denoted by a, I, j, suffix I, j, a, I, j. I will write that one. I will take in more detail. A, I, j, remember, this is the element which is containing in the ith row and jth column. So, as I told, a matrix is a set of m into n numbers, and these numbers are rows, these numbers are real or complex, but in the NCERT book for your syllabus all are real numbers, complex numbers are not taken in your prescribed book. The set of m into n numbers arranged in the rectangular array, A double R A Y, array means lines, horizontal and verticals. M horizontal lines along the row, elements are along the m horizontal lines which are called as m rows, and n vertical lines which are called as the columns. So, there are m rows and n columns, we call that as a matrix of order m into n. I will write here the definition, and here definition of matrix. Matrix definition: a set of m into n numbers, m into n numbers arranged in the rectangular array. Rectangle means along two mutual perpendicular lines, rectangular array in m rows and n columns is called matrix of order m into n. So, as I told, matrices sets are denoted by capital letters. So, here matrices are also denoted by capital letters, and Aij, the elements are denoted by Aij. Elements are denoted by Aij. Look here, and this gives the element containing the ith row and jth column, and this is called as a ijth element. Look here how this ijth element is written. I comma j raised to means on the head th, we call that as a ijth element. Ijth element of the matrix is Aij, and this is the element containing the ith row and jth column. So, there we use the flower bracket. Here we use a square bracket or round bracket. Remember, square bracket or round bracket. I take here a square bracket. So, this is the element containing the first row and first column, means it is A11. I told that Aij is the element containing the ith row and jth column. Ijth element, this is 1th element. First row second element means A12, first row third column element means A13. So on it is continued, and we get A1n, means n columns are there. So, we write as A1n. So, first row n column, nth column. Second row means second row first column means it is A21, this is A22, A23, so on it is A2n. Like this we go on continuing, means this element is let us write that also A31, A32, because this is the third row. So, 3, 3, 3, 3, so on A3n. So, first suffix is always here 3, second row means first suffix is always 2, first suffix is 1 because here first row. Like this we continue, and we arrive to the mth row, means I write as AM1, AM2, AM3, and so on continue AMN. This is a matrix of order m into n, and we write that order is here m into n. So, look here, there are m rows and there are n columns, and matrix containing m rows and n columns is called as matrix of order m into n. This arrangement is called a matrix of order m into n, and this is a roster form. This is a roster form. So, this we write in the set builder form. See here, instead of writing all the elements, we write all the elements by a single letter, and here that single letter is Aij, and we write that order is here m into n, and Ij goes from 1, 2, 3, sorry. So, I write here I goes from 1, 2, 3, so on to m, and j goes from 1, 2, 3, so on to n. So, this is nothing but it is a set builder form. So, remember Aij, the elements of the matrix, which is the element called as a ijth element, and that element contains in the ith row and jth column. So, this we can also write by round bracket Aij m into n, either square bracket or round bracket. Now, for example, I take here a matrix. I take a matrix 1, 0, minus 1, 2, 3, minus 5. So, observe here, this is a matrix which contain 2 rows and 3 columns. So, we write this order as 2 into 3, or we can also write this as like this also 1, 0, minus 1, 2, 3, minus 5. The order is 2 into 3, either by round bracket or square bracket. This is a matrix of order 2 into 3. I take another matrix B. Here this is a matrix, I write as 1, 2, 3, minus 5, minus 5, 1, 2, 3, minus 5, 6, 0. So, this is a matrix of order 3 into 2. There are 3 rows. See here, there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So, it is a matrix of order 3 into 2. I write here C, a matrix which is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a matrix of order 2 into 2, 2 rows and 2 columns. So, like that we can give many examples for the matrix. After that we shall discuss types of matrices. Types of matrices. Types of matrices. So, first is row matrix. Row matrix, and this row matrix is also called as a row vector. And according to definition, see here what the definition is. A matrix containing only one row is called row matrix. A matrix containing only one row is called as a row matrix. For example, I take that as a matrix A. So, 1, 2, 3. This is a row matrix of order 1 into 3. Any number of columns, but only one row, such a matrix we call as a row matrix. I write that as B, minus 1, 5, 6, minus 9. This is a row matrix of order 1 into 4. In the same way, we can define a column matrix. Column matrix. What a column matrix is? A matrix containing only one row we call as a row matrix. So, similarly, we can define as a matrix containing only one column. A matrix containing only one column is called column matrix. For example, I write A minus 1, 0. This is a column matrix of order 2 into 1. I write B 1, 2, 3. This is a column matrix of order 3 into 1. Because there is only one column, there may be any number of rows, but there should be only one column. So, here a matrix of order 1 into n we call as a row matrix. A matrix of order m into 1 we call as a column matrix. After that, a zero matrix or null matrix. Zero or null matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix. What a zero matrix is? A matrix containing all the elements zeros we call as a zero matrix. A matrix containing all the elements zeros is called zero or null matrix. The zero or null matrix is denoted by O, it is, or we can call that as a zero also, and it is denoted by it is denoted by O. For example, I take O the matrix 0 0 0 0 0 0. This is a 0 matrix of order 2 into 3, 2 rows and 3 columns. So, 0 matrix of order 2 into 3. I write 0. So, 0 0 0. See here, this is a matrix of order 2 into 2. Like that, we can give the 0 matrix or null matrix of any order m into n. So, m rows and n columns, but all the elements are zeros. After that, square matrix. Square matrix, from name itself we can understand what a square matrix is. A matrix having same number of rows and columns, means a matrix of order m into n is called a square matrix if m is equal to n, means number of rows is equal to number of columns. We can define here a matrix having same number of rows and columns is called square matrix. For example, I take A 1 2 3 4. So, this is a square matrix of order 2 into 2, because number of rows and columns are same, 2 rows and 2 columns. Next, I take B I take here 1 3 minus 5 9 6 2 minus 3 5 10. This is a square matrix of order 3 into 3. Look here, 2 rows and 2 columns, 3 rows and 3 columns. So, this is a matrix of order 2 into 2, 3 into 3, and these are all square matrices. In general, I write a square matrix of order 3. Suppose I take that as a A. Say A is a matrix, square matrix. I write here A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, and this is a square matrix of order 3 into 3. Now, in this square matrix, there are two diagonals. One is, this is left of, this is right of, this is left bottom, and this is right bottom. So, if we take the elements, so there are two diagonals, one is left top to right bottom and another is right bottom to left top. Among these two diagonals, this diagonal which is here, we call as a principal diagonal. Remember which one is the principal diagonal? Look here, we must have a square matrix, then only we can say diagonal, principal diagonal. So, in the square matrix from left top to right bottom, we call as a principal diagonal, and the elements along the principal diagonal are called as diagonal elements. So, look here, diagonal elements are see here A11, A22, A33. So, this implies A, I, J is the diagonal elements for all I is equal to J. Means always for the diagonal elements, when we have two suffixes here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So, both are same here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Suppose here order 4 is 4 into 4, here you get 4 4, next 5 5. Means diagonal elements are those aij for which I is equal to j, and obviously other elements we call as a non-diagonal elements. So, non-diagonal elements, what are the non-diagonal elements? I write that as A12, A13, A21, A23, next is A31 and lastly A32. So, this implies Aij for all I is not equal to j. Remember here Aij are diagonal elements for all I equal to j, and Aij are non-diagonal elements for all I is not equal to j. Look here, 2 is not equal to 1, 3 is not equal to 1, 3 is not equal to 2, 2 is not equal to 3, 1 is not equal to 3 and 1 is not equal to 2. So, Aij are the non-diagonal elements where I is not equal to j. So, remember in the first of all a square matrix, a matrix in which same number of rows and columns is called as a square matrix, and in the square matrix the diagonal, which diagonal? The left top to right bottom we call as a principal diagonal, and elements along the principal diagonal are called as diagonal elements, and obviously other elements are called as a non-diagonal elements. So, here the diagonal elements are 1 4 and non-diagonal elements are 3 2. Here the diagonal elements in the square matrix are 1 6 10 and non-diagonal elements are 3 minus 5 9 6 3 minus 5 9 minus 2 and minus 3 5, which are non-diagonal elements. After that, a diagonal matrix definition of this diagonal matrix: a square matrix, look here, very important, you have to say square matrix, a square matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are zeros is called diagonal matrix. For example, I take a matrix A, all the non-diagonal elements are zeros. So, I take here 1 0 0 2. So, observe here, non-diagonal elements are these two and they are 0, and this is a diagonal matrix of order 2 into 2. But remember, it should be a square matrix. Now, I write B. I write is 2 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 minus 1. So, this is also a diagonal matrix of order 3 into 3, because all non-diagonal elements are zeros. And remember, diagonal elements are non-zeros, but some of the elements in the diagonal elements may be 0, Now, after that I take next scalar matrix, scalar matrix, look at a definition of the scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix, you say here diagonal matrix, means all non-diagonal elements are 0. Diagonal diagonal matrix, diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same. All the diagonal elements are same. A diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same is called scalar matrix. Is called a scalar matrix. For example, I take A. Suppose I take A. I write here as 2 0 0 2. This is a diagonal matrix, a scalar matrix, which is also a diagonal matrix where all diagonal elements are same. Next, I write B. I take this as 10 0 0 0. Here should be 10 0 0 0 10. So this is a diagonal scalar matrix, which is also a diagonal matrix. Here all diagonal elements are same, 10 10 10. So this is a scalar matrix. After that, unit matrix or we call that as a identity matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. So a scalar matrix, see here what we say, scalar matrix in which all the diagonal elements, scalar means same but are unity, means one, is called unit matrix, unit or identity matrix, and it is denoted by I capital letter. So for example, I take I 1 0 0 1. See here, this is a unit matrix or identity matrix of order 2 into 2. Now I write that of order 3 into 3. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is of order 3 into 3. These are all identity or unit matrices. After that, upper triangular and lower triangular matrices. Upper and lower triangular matrices. Upper and lower triangular matrices. So if in a square matrix all the elements below the principal diagonal are 0, we call that as a upper triangular matrix. A square matrix in which all the elements, remember here should be square, here it is scalar, here it is diagonal. These are all important things. A square matrix in which all the elements below the principal diagonal, are zeros is called upper triangular matrix. See here, I take this example A of order 3 into 3 we take. It is A11, A12, A13, 0, A22, A23, 0, 0, A33. So, this is upper triangular matrix. Observe here, all the elements below the principal diagonal are zeros, means here remember Aij is equal to 0 for all I is greater than j, I is greater than j, because this is A21, this is A31, this is A32. So, A21 means 2 is greater than 1, A31 means 3 is greater than 1, A32 means 3 is greater than 2. So, here remember for square matrix Ai is equal to 0 for all I greater than j is 0, we call that as a upper triangular. Now, lower triangular, a square matrix in which all the elements above the principal diagonal are zeros is called lower triangular matrix. So, for example, I take A11, 0, 0, A21, A22, 0, A31, A32, A33. Observe here, all the elements above the principal diagonal are 0 and this is called as a lower triangular. So, here Aij is equal to 0 for all I is less than j, because this is A12, A13, 1 is less than 2, 1 is less than 3, and this is A23 where 2 is less than 3. So, this is very important property. So, remember here Aij is 0 for all I greater than j and Aij equal to 0 for all I less than j. So, these are the definitions which you may get in the examination for 1 mark. So, remember first of all the definition which are asked in the examination. So, first one is a diagonal matrix, second one is a scalar matrix, identity or unit matrix, upper triangular and lower triangular matrices. So, these definitions you may get in the examination for 1 mark. Define diagonal matrix. How you define a diagonal matrix? A square matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are zeros is called a diagonal matrix. Define a scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same is called scalar matrix. Identity or unit matrix. A scalar matrix in which all the diagonal elements are unity is called unit matrix or identity matrix. Define upper triangular, a square matrix in which all the elements below the principal diagonal are zeros is called upper triangular matrix. A square matrix in which all the elements above the principal diagonal are zeros is called lower triangular matrix. For upper triangular matrix, Ai is equal to 0 for all I greater than j, and for lower triangular matrix ai is equal to 0 for all I is less than j. Okay, my dear friends, today we stop here. So, this is the chapter matrices we have started and all definitions we have completed. In the next class, we shall see algebra of the matrices, means multiplication, addition, subtraction, scalar multiplication with a matrix. All these things we shall study in the next session. Thank you very much.